I know with Joel, so Windhurst wrote an article about you during the finals, and I know with Joel this was sort of the same way. But he said something. I think it was either your high school coach or somebody that you worked with in high school. Um, you can do a move or learn a move, and within
Hmm.
2 or 3 reps, you're able to do that at game speed.
Yeah.
Joel was the same way. There's not many guys that are like this, and we've talked about this, Tommy, a bunch on the show, but it seems like the young players coming into the league now are light years ahead of where my generation was in
Hmm.
terms of those skills, in terms of those the dribble skills, the footwork. The
Yeah.
video went viral the other day of you doing the Chris Paul spin fadeaway.
Right.
So
Right.
what is it about these things that just make it easy for you to learn?
I don't know. I think just attention to detail and just like really just honing in on the little things, and I just love learning and being able to pick up on things quick, like you said. And I think that's important to any young player, any player that's trying to get better. Just the faster you can pick up on things is probably very important. You want to be able to pick up on things and apply it to your game, and get better fast.
Listen, from the outside, at least from the outside, I feel like you are one of the players that I'm extremely jealous of because like whatever anxieties I have about putting myself out there and posting stuff on social media, like you just don't give a fuck. Like and you're out there and this is a compliment, man. You're out there living your best life. And it's
I mean,
beautiful to watch. It's beautiful to watch.
I appreciate that. But I mean, I don't know. It's not that I don't care. It's just like for me, the work always comes first. So like if you're taking care of the business and you're doing, your work and you're still focused and doing, taking care of things that really matter, family, the game, everything else just comes with it. And just I guess I take what comes with it.
JJ, don't you think, Tyler, we've been accused many times of being like a Heat fanboy podcast of doing this show, but don't you think some of that mentality is your whole team? And you have
Yeah.
guys, I mean, like obviously Jimmy is, like we know well and he's been on the show, whatever. Jimmy's like that in his own way. Duncan's like that in his own way.
Right.
You have all these different people that, that not everyone is exactly the same, but like part of your run this last year, it wasn't just that you guys were winning. It was like you were winning in kind of like a fun way where you were
Yeah.
kind of like lighting people up. And it
Right.
was like, even when you got down, we sort of knew you were coming back at some point and there's nothing they could really do about it.
Yeah, I think we had like you said, we all have different personalities and we all have different ways of showing our whatever it may be. But I feel like we just had a great group of guys that just, meshed well together, really, really got along, throughout the locker room, off the court, we were really close. And then on the court, it just showed, we all played for one another. And it was, for being a young guy, coming into the league, you hear so much about, the vets. Some vets aren't good, but for me, I got, a great mix of vets and younger players, and we all really meshed well together. So it was a great first season.
Tommy, this is the first episode in about 4 or 5 episodes that we have mentioned the Miami Heat. We were accused over the course of about 2 months of being Heat homers. I don't know where this comes from. We were accused of being a Miami Heat podcast at one point because we talked about the Heat so much.
Wow.
I do. To Tommy's point, I do feel like it is such a unique group of guys, a unique mix of players, in that everybody has like just this insane work ethic on their own.
Right.
And I'm wondering, in your case, where that come from. And you said earlier, you've always been that way. But that had to have come from somewhere. That come from your parents. That come from somebody you grew up with.
Yeah.
Where did that come from?
Definitely from my parents. My dad always had me, working hard, whether it was basketball or not. It was, you're gonna work hard. But I would say when I really like basketball wise, like I said, I started taking it serious freshman year, sophomore year. Got more intense each year, but like senior year when I didn't make the McDonald's All-American game, that like hurt me the most. That was like the thing that hurt me in high school. I was sick. So ever since I didn't make it that in that game, I went to the gym at like 5, 6 a.m. every morning until I got drafted.